somewhere in Des Moines or San Antonio, there's a young gay person who all of a sudden realizes that she or he is gay, knows that if the parents find out, they'll be tossed out of the house. The classmates would taunt the child, and the Anita Bryans and John Briggs are doing their bit on TV, and that child had several options: staying in a closet, suicide, and you've got to elect gay people so that that young child and the thousands upon thousands like that child know that there's hope for a better world. There's hope for a better tomorrow. Without hope, not only gays, but those blacks and the Asians and the disabled, the seniors, the us's, without hope, the us's give up. I know that you cannot live on hope alone, but without it, life is not worth living. And you've got to give them hope.
We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. On May 15, 2008, the California Supreme Court ruled that limiting marriage to opposite-sex couples is unconstitutional, which allows same-sex couples to be lawfully married in the state of California.
And I believe that they're probably the greatest threat to America going down I know of.
The gays?
Yeah.
There was much opposition to this ruling. The growing opposition led to the creation of Proposition 8. Prop 8, officially titled Proposition 8, eliminates rights of same-sex couples to marry, was a statewide ballot proposition in California.
Gavin Newsom stood up on the steps of City Hall in San Francisco and said, "It's a new day in California. Same-sex marriage is here to stay, whether you like it or not." Well, I don't like it, and it's not here to stay if we have anything to say about it.
There are many advocates for Proposition 8, such as Knights of Columbus, American Family Association Incorporated, Concerned Women for America, and religious organizations. The most nobly of the religious organization was the Roman Catholic Church and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as LDS. It is estimated that the Catholic Archbishop and lay organization were able to donate $3 million to support Proposition 8, and the LDS Church contribute over $20 million, with the majority coming from the state of Utah. 90% of door-to-door campaign workers were members of the LDS Church. The proponents for Proposition 8 campaign emphasized that the state recognition of same-sex marriage would imperil the exercise of religions, personal belief, and most importantly, would allow the state to introduce children to the concept of gay marriage in schools that would challenge parental authorities over children in the home.
I'm for the definition of marriage remaining as it has for thousands of years as a union between one man and one woman.
In the article Intersection, the patriarchy system support the traditional values of the nuclear family, wherein the man is the head of the household and the wife and children are submissive.
I am for children having both a father and a mother.
This lifestyle is considered to be the norm in the United States. As Dipoli Gokhale explains, to understand the connection among the oppressions, we must examine their common elements. The first is a defined norm, a standard of rightness and often righteousness, wherein all others are judged in relations to it. This is norm, but must be backed up with institutional power, economic power, and both institutional and individual violence. In the United States, that norm is male, white, heterosexual, Christian, temporary able-bodied, youthful, and has access to wealth and resources. On November 4, 2008, voters approved the measure and made same-sex marriage illegal in the state of California. Proposition 8 caused oppression for the LGBTQ culture. Because of the sexism and the gender discrimination, LGBTQ were compelled to work towards overturning the Proposition 8 with rallies and appeals made by lawyers and social workers to the state Supreme Court to be included in the defined norm.
The state obviously stuck its finger in the marriage business. They should stick it there equally. And if they're not going to be equally, then get out of the marriage business. That's our position on that.
I think the state has to recognize the same rights and responsibilities for gay people, same-sex couples, as they do for anybody else. Because the state is not a religious institution, and I believe in equal protection under the law, and so making sure that the right to transfer property, hospital visitation, non-discrimination, all those principles apply to same-sex couples, I think is important.
How many of you are waiting to get married, waiting for Prop 8 to be overturned so you can have your happily ever after?
Just keep litigating a lawsuit because you don't like something. And every day that Prop 8 remains in effect, loving, committed same-sex couples and LGBT people are denied their dignity and basic freedom under the law. And that has to end, and it has to start ending today.